maternal love, but what they're really doing is meddling and messing up their kids' lives. Just listen to this.
My fiance is a total mama's boy, and his mom made him that way. She wants him all to herself, and he's putting her before me. I'm sick of her being all up in our business, and I want her to stay out of it today.
The women you'll meet say they are perfect models of motherhood, but their kids are going to set them straight. They are here to tell them, Mom, you think you're Mother of the Year? Well, think again. Their moms need to get something straight. They gave birth to them and raised them, and like it or not, their job is done, and they need to stop meddling. Amber says it's her fiance Sean's mom who is doing the meddling, and even though Mom's not actually living with them, her apron strings are still firmly attached to her son. Okay, what's the problem with that, Amber?
Well, I've been with Sean for 2.5 years. And
2.5 years? You look like you're 12.
I'm 19.
You're 19?
Yeah.
Okay, so you met when you were what, 16, 17?
I think it was right before I turned 17.
Okay.
And I've been with him, like I said, about 2.5 years. We got a 13-month-old baby. And ever since I met him, his mom's just like not really like me. Like, we get along every once in a while just for, you know,
she doesn't like you, or you don't like her?
It's both.
Really?
Because the fact that, you know, I don't know, she like doesn't want Sean to be with me, and she doesn't think we should be together. And we talked a couple times like on the phone when I first met Sean, and then she seemed kind of nice, you know, and then when I met her in person, you know, she was just really stuck up, and you know.
How is she meddling in your business?
I mean, like, if me and Sean's arguing, she starts saying something about it, or, I mean, pretty much she does like all different kinds of things just to, sometimes I think it's just to make me mad. And then
I know they're very close. They talk on the phone at least every day. Plus she has to visit him. She lives like 30 miles away and they visit. She visits all the time, at least a couple times a week.
Sean visits her all the time.
So you feel like he chooses his mom over you?
Yeah, always.
You ready to confront his mom?
Yeah.
We have her here. Let's meet her. Libby, come on down. Have a seat. You prefer not to sit next to her?
Right now. Maybe I better sit here.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the problem you have with the woman your son plans to marry?
First of all, Amber, I have no problem with you and Sean being together, except for you do look at life so much different than you should at 19. You act like a 12-year-old half the time, and you know it.
But, I mean, But you don't understand.
And as far as me getting
we feel different things.
As far as me getting into your and Sean's business, you come to me. You come to my house.
But not all the time. It's mainly because of Sean. But that's Sean bringing you into the middle of it. It's not my fault. 9 times out of 10, Amber, you're with him, right? Yeah, I'm with him. Okay, so you bring the problem to me. I don't run to your house. You act like, you know, that the only time you can be friends with me is if I'm with Sean, and then half the time, anytime me and Sean argue, it's always my fault, and if it's not my fault, then if it is my fault, and when I say it's not my fault.
Libby, you say you don't have a problem with her, yet you don't want them to be together.
No, I don't, because they're not good for each other. She brings out the worst in him, and he brings out the worst in her. They are just not good together.
So are you trying to break them up?
No, I am not. If they want to be together and get married and stay together the rest of their life, that would be fine with me. My problem is the involvement that they have. They have a baby. The baby is the important thing here. And that's what I try to make them understand. But all Amber sees is I'm interfering and that Sean and me are too close, and I don't understand that.
But it's not that y'all are too close, it's that I had Sean's baby, you had Sean, and I had his baby. Therefore, he should have just as much respect for me, if not more, for me than he does for you.
But Amber, that's not my fault.
I know I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It's Sean's part too. He needs to work on being there for me. And
well, speaking of Sean, Sean's sort of the monkey in the middle here. Why don't we bring him out? Sean!
You did make it, didn't you?
Hi, Sean.
Hey, Ricki.
You're in quite a predicament, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am. It's
what do you have to say about the situation you're in?
It is a mess, and I do love him. She might not think I do, but I do. But I love my mama, too. You know, she's always been there for me.
And I have too since I met you.
Yes, you have. But my love for my mother is different from my love for you.
But you don't act like you love me and you don't show me respect.
Well, Amber, it's hard sometimes with the way you carry on. You show me no respect, so why should I show you any back?
Because you don't show me any. If you gave me respect, and if you say that you care about me as much as you care about your mother, just in a different way, then why do you do things for her that you wouldn't do for me?
Like what?
I mean, just little things. I mean, anything. Just little simple things. Like when we go to their house, I have to say his name like 10 times just to get him to pay me any attention.
That's
and
aggravation.
then when he pays me attention, whenever I do get his attention after 10 times of saying his name, then he looks at me and tells me I'm getting on his nerves, or he gets tired of hearing me say his name.
Sean, I mean, clearly you haven't gotten married as of yet.
No.
Is your mother the reason you haven't married her?
Not at all. Not at all. It's totally up to me. I mean, my mama would. I feel like my mama would love me if I married her today or tomorrow, if for whatever. I mean,
but you've been together for 2.5 years, and I'm not pushing you towards marriage yet. Right. She was good enough to have your baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Is she not good enough to be your wife?
I always love her for that. She don't. I mean, we can't live together as boyfriend and girlfriend. What makes her think that we can live together as man and wife?
That's mainly because of the fact that you won't give me a chance to be there for you. You won't give me a chance to do any. You won't give me a chance. You think?
Wait. Why'd you just pull your hand away, Amber?
Because he pulled his away, and he.
See, that's childish stuff.
Like I said, maybe they're too young.
That's childish. That's you're right. She's childish a lot, and that's where my problem comes in a lot of times.
Mom, what are you thinking? Your head, you're shaking your head. Speak what's on your mind.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is an example of the everyday thing they go through, and I don't see how they live like that.
But
so what would you like to happen, Mom? Because she is forever going to be the mother of your grandchild.
To grow up. To grow up. And I realize that takes time. It does. It
grow
takes
up separately?
Honestly, I don't know how to answer that, but actually, yeah, separately for now. Until they can grow up.
Amber, you wanted to give Sean an ultimatum. What did you want to say?
Well, I wanted you to marry me today on the show, or I wanted us to break up. And I'm serious. I'm not playing. I swear, I'm serious.
Well, I guess I'm moving back home then.
Amber, clearly he doesn't want to marry you today.
Not today. I mean, might not next week, not next month. I mean, not until she can prove to me that.
Well, what about you proving to me anything? You act like you're such a pride and joy to be with him.
Well, you're the one that gave me the ultimatum.
I'm supposed to prove everything to you.
You gave it to me. You gave me that choice.
Yeah, but you think that I'm supposed to prove everything to you.
But you knew before I got on this show today that I would not marry you. You've known that since I've got with you.
So is the answer is still no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So it means, Amber, you're going to leave him now?
I guess I need to, because if not, he ain't never going to change his mind.
Y'all have a baby.
All right.
We do.
Well, next up, she says the biggest mistake of her life was handing the key to her house over to her busybody of a mother, and she wants it back today. We'll be back.
As long as Mackenzie's around, if you are, I will tell you how to do things.
You ain't got to be there telling me that I can't do this and I can't do that.
You have her out at 11 o'clock at night. No.
My mom is constantly putting her 2 cents into my business. She's trying to tell me how to raise my kid. She needs to butt out and let me start running my own life today.
say that the definition of the word mom is not controlling, smothering lunatic, but you might think so if you met theirs. Well, Chastity says she should have known better than to give her mom, Jody, a key to her apartment because it's made her life a living hell. All right, so you are living on your own.
Yes.
You have a child of your own.
Yes.
What's going on with mom?
Well, I'm 18. I moved out when I was right after I turned 18. And it seems like I gave her a key because I was pregnant at the time. And ever since then, she wants to know where I spend my money, where I go. If I don't call her before I leave, I got 1,500 messages on my answering machine when I get back, wanting to know where I am, why I got my daughter out. It's either too cold, too hot, too early, too late. I work 40 hours a week. I go to school full time, college student. And
wow, how do you do that? And you're a single mother?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
It's hard.
So, but don't you think she's looking out for you? She has your best interests at heart?
Yeah, she's got my best interests, but she's also, she tries to control too much. She don't let me make my own mistakes, and I can't learn if I don't make my own mistakes.
But you did manage to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of a big mistake you did with somebody else, not mom.
But I mean, I took control of that. I mean, yeah, her dad's there, but...
But isn't it true that you didn't tell mom you hid this pregnancy for a long time and she eventually read it in your journal?
Yeah.
So maybe she thinks you do need looking after.
I can't talk to my mom about things because it seems like when I do mention something, she's always jumping down my throat. She can't talk about nothing. She wants to jump straight down my throat.
So what do you want to say to your mother today?
That I want her to be more of a friend, you know, and let me be able to talk to her about things, not to try to tell me what I can do, what I can't do.
Wow, most of us want a mother. We have enough friends. We don't want any more.
Well, I mean,
we want a mother.
There's times when I can't talk to her.
All right, well, you know what? Let's meet your mom and talk to her. Jody, come on out. Hi, Jody.
Hi, Ricki.
Were you listening backstage?
Yeah.
What's a mother to do?
She wants to grow up, but she also still calls Mom. Mom, I need money. I overdraw to the bank. Mom, I need you to keep Mackenzie. She works 40 hours a week and goes to school. She missed all of her classes last week. Still didn't have the baby home. And she wants to say, no. I have the baby 99.9%. I'm the one that takes care of her. And I will from now on till you are 50 years old if I'm living. As long as Mackenzie's around, and you are, I will tell you how to do things.
But you ain't got to be there telling me that I can't do this and I can't do that.
You have her out at 11 o'clock at night. No. Running around in a car? No.
No, but I'm saying
I come into your house at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're piled up on the couch trying to stuff a bottle in her mouth to get her to go to sleep because you've been up all night hard.
I also work third shift too.
No, this was when you was not working third shift. This is from the day she come home from the hospital. Every time I'd come to your place, there you are piled up behind in on the couch, her laying by the back of it, you with the bottle stuffed in her mouth trying to get her to go to sleep because you're sleepy.
No.
So is it true that Jody, you and your husband would like to adopt this baby?
I would love to adopt Mackenzie.
You're all choked up. What is upsetting you the most?
I worry to death. Mainly for the baby. I worry for her too. But she can fend for herself.
She's a grown-up.
I mean, she's kicked me around. She has slammed the door in my face. She has called me a bitch. I'm always there to bail her out. I go clean her house.
Yeah, you go sneak in with your key. You go when she doesn't even know you're there.
I let her know I'm going.
There's times when you've come over. No, there's times when you've come over to the house.
I always say, "Can I go down there today?" Yes.
And you have come in my house. I've been in bed, and you come up in my house. And if somebody's there that you don't like, you go off about it.
I come down there one time and threw one boy out.
You're probably thinking that she should thank her lucky stars for her mother taking care of her. about Chastity if it's not your mother?
She don't have anyone. There's no one but
What
me.
about the father of the baby? Does he pay support? Is he there?
Pays the child support, but don't know where it goes. She don't buy diapers or nothing with it. She always tells me.
Yes, what would you like to say?
I want to agree with you. I mean, if the father of the child is not around to help you, don't you think that you might need a little assistance from your mom? And instead of being so defensive, why don't you and your mom just sit down and talk, and maybe the help she's trying to give you will be an asset and it won't be annoying to you or anything like that.
She wants to constantly jump down my throat.
I'd like to do this and I'd like to do that, but it's not an adult thing.
All right. He says his stepdad is totally obsessed with making him walk the straight line, literally. So he has no idea how he'll react when our next guest drops the bomb today that he is anything but straight. Find out next.
Yeah, well, you need to decide what you want to have. You can't just say 1 minute, okay, I'm going to put the teenager hat on. The next minute, I want to be, an adult and go out and stay out till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Does this have anything to do with his sexuality? Is the problem his sexuality?
I think that, he's still not being honest with me. Any parent doesn't, want to see their son or daughter grow up gay. I mean, it's a cruel world out there.
I don't care if he's gay, but my God, you tortured me, and you're gay. You're gay.
Yeah, and I think you are too.
Extreme sport, and someone is going to get hurt. But our next guest, Jonathan, says moms haven't cornered the market on meddling behavior because in his case, it's his stepdad that's making his life miserable. Okay, I remember you guys. This is now, I think, the third time you're back here.
Yeah.
The first time, you were upset because your father was so in your business about you possibly being gay.
Because I had gay friends, right?
Right, because you had gay friends, but you claimed that you weren't. And then they came back a second time because Dad suddenly surprised everybody with the fact that he is gay. And now you're here again. Why are you here today?
Well, because the whole time since the last show when he came out, he started a problem with me having gay friends, being in the gay community, being an activist for gay youth, whatever. I mean, he has such an issue with it still. So it's a big problem in my life. I mean, he's making me I want you to work out. I want you to build houses with me. I want you to paint houses, trying to make me this big jock. I've never been a jock. I mean, that's not me.
You think he's trying to change you?
Well, yeah. I mean, he forces me practically to do the things that I don't normally do.
Are you ready to say what you want to say to him?
Yes.
To his face? Well, here comes your stepdad. Brad, come on out. Hi, Brad. Welcome back, Brad.
Thanks, Ricki.
I recapped everybody on what was going on. Jonathan brought you here today. Are you ready to hear what he has to say?
I guess
You
so.
can't run. Jonathan?
I want you to stop telling me what to do, how to live my life, trying to tell me you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to not have gay friends, you need not to be in the gay community. That is no way to influence me. I mean, you're trying to set an example for me. That's okay, but I don't have to follow exactly in your footsteps. I'm in my own life, my own dreams and goals, and I should be able to do that. I shouldn't have to build houses and mow the yard every day. I mean, whatever the jock things that you want me to do, that's not me, Mm-hmm. And
That's a parent, though. A parent tries to help their kids go on. I'm not just going to sit back and let you do whatever you want to do.
By making him quit his job, how are you helping him to be responsible?
I mean, you made me quit
I
my
try
job.
to coach him and saying, okay, you want responsibility, you want to go ahead and you want a car, you want to do this.
But I can
you
still have responsibility working at a gay
Yeah.
TV station. What does that have to do with anything?
I didn't tell you to quit that.
Yes, you did. You made me quit it. That's why I'm not working there.
But you want to be an adult 1 minute, and then you want to be, a kid the next.
Because I'm still a
gotta have
teenager.
both.
I mean,
yeah,
what
well,
do
you
mean
need
I
to
gotta
decide
have
what
both?
you want to have. You can't just say 1 minute, okay, I'm going to put the teenager hat on. The next minute, I want to be, an adult and go out and stay out till 3 o'clock in
Does
the
this
morning.
have anything to do with his sexuality? Is the problem his sexuality?
I think that, he's still not being honest with me.
I'm gay, okay? And I have a boyfriend. You got a problem with that?
That honesty, I don't know what is.
I mean, the whole time I've been fighting it and, you know, hiding behind it because I'm trying to live to your expectations.
After what happened on the past shows, and you're being afraid to tell me? You could have told me a long time.
Well, because you're always telling me to not be gay because you don't want me to grow up and be hurt or whatever. You're gay. You're still, and now you're with a woman. What are you, bi? I mean,
I'm with the person. It's who you feel in your heart, who you love. That's what matters. Whether you're with a guy, a girl, whoever.
Exactly. So I'm gay. So what does it matter? So why the whole time have you been telling me not to be gay?
It's not. Do you realize? I mean, you want to put on an adult hat or that? It's different now. Okay. You were at with an event the other day where people harass you and stuff like that. As a parent, parents don't want you. You try to look out after you. It doesn't matter. I don't. If you're gay, that's fine.
Okay, but
then don't make an issue of it.
You know, it must be a fine line for you. You want him to be protected, yet you were in the closet. Would you prefer him to hide who he is?
It's also a parent thing, not just whether it's a gay or straight thing. It's, you know, you can't just stay out till 3 o'clock in the morning.
That has nothing to do with it,
though. Or you can't, you know, if you're going around wearing really provocative, you know, gay clothes or something in a non-gay area.
This is gay. No. Wearing jewelry or whatever is gay to him.
No.
Well, he's got a puka shell thing around his neck.
You gotta be looking stylish.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good parenting is one thing, and it seems like you're dealing with two different issues. I think you're covering up the fact that you're not happy that your stepson is gay. And this is the year 2001. Homophobia left with slavery. You need to get over it and love your child for who he is.
Well, that's what I do.
Yeah, and if you don't love him because of who he is, then how do you love yourself? Because you yourself are gay.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a problem. Like I said in the past shows, you know, I love him for who he is no matter what. It's just, you know, trying to help, you know, protect him and he realizes what it is.
I mean, I understand that, but still, it's me. It's part of me. It's who I am, okay? I love you too. But you know what? I don't tell you not to be gay. That's your choice. It's your life. You married my mom. I mean, I should really be pissed at you for being gay now.
All right. Need to take a break. Next up, she says she can smell her mom's disapproval on her fiance a mile away and it is driving her insane. She is here to tell her, back off, because my love life is none of your business.
I'm gonna make mistakes. I know. They don't come with instructions. I didn't come with instructions.
Great. Make
but
mistakes.
When I make mistakes, you can't butt in.
Because Jason's life's affected by your mistakes.
I didn't say Bill was a mistake.
Do you think Bill is a mistake? Do you think she should not marry this guy?
I don't know. I don't think that she should marry him. I really don't. He's not well.
So, no matter what your mom thinks, you plan to get married someday?
My mom refuses to accept my fiance. I'm tired of being put in the middle between my fiance and my mother. It's time for her to back off today.
Here to collect their awards for being Mother of the Year because that is one contest they do not deserve to win. Melinda says her mom, Gail, makes no secret of the fact that she dislikes her daughter's fiance. How do you know she doesn't like him?
She told me.
Really?
She said she doesn't like the piercings. It's not somebody that she would have picked for me.
So it's the piercings. What else is it?
The tattoos, the clothes he wears.
And the alcohol?
Yes. He is an alcoholic.
He is an alcoholic?
He been to rehab, non-practicing alcoholic.
So he's a non-practicing, meaning he still drinks?
No, he doesn't drink.
Oh, he doesn't drink?
No,
okay.
no.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. And what do you want to say to your mom today?
That I'm 24. I'm going to make mistakes, and I don't think Bill's a mistake. I love Bill, and I think he's good for Jason. I think, you know.
Jason's your son?
Yes, he is.
So, but your mom has issues with the fact that your fiance is trying to raise your son?
Yes, she doesn't agree with it.
Really, why?
She doesn't like that he tries to be the dominant parent, meaning he's the disciplinarian and I'm not, and she doesn't like the way that he handles things.
Because he is not biologically tied to Jason?
No, he's not.
All right, well, are you ready to talk to your mom?
Sure.
Are we ready to meet her? Yeah! Okay, Gail, come on out. Bill.
Hi.
So you're grandma.
Yeah.
You love Jason more than anything in this world.
He's my world.
What's wrong with the way Bill is treating him?
He's a little too stern. He just, you know, he doesn't let up until the boy is like so annoyed, upset and annoyed. You know, I'm blood.
But Bill's my choice.
Bill, that's your choice. That's fine.
And his own father doesn't take responsibility, but
no,
Bill will.
I have to give Bill that. He is responsible financially. His own father just walked out, and that was it. But you know, that's my grandson.
But that's my son.
But it's my blood too, just like you. You're my blood.
But I'm his mother. I'm gonna make mistakes.
I know.
They don't come with instructions.
Fine.
I didn't come with instructions.
Great, great. Make the mistakes.
But when I make mistakes, you can't butt in and say.
Because Jason's life's affected by your mistakes.
I didn't say Bill was a mistake.
So, but do you think Bill is a mistake? Do you think she should not marry this guy?
I don't know. I don't think that she should marry him. I really don't. He's not well, for one thing. He's got a lot of medical things. He's got a lot of real serious medical problems. And he just, maybe he needs to grow up some more, maybe. I don't know. I just don't feel that it's a match made in heaven.
But I have to learn.
Yeah.
I have to learn on my own.
And I kind of backed off. I go to work every day. I don't see you every day. I don't live with her.
Just every other day.
I don't live with her. I used to live with her. And that's another thing. I lived with her and her son while she was working all the time.
And you said I wasn't a good mother.
Because you were off working all the time.
Well, I
raised him for 2 years, so that's why.
You did not raise him for 2 years.
Basically,
you did not raise
you got up at 4. You went to work.
I had to travel.
And
I had
you got
a good
home
job.
at 8, and you went to bed.
I had a good job. I got paid very well. I took care of the whole family. The whole family.
Well, I raised your son.
You did not raise him. I was there.
When?
When I got home.
In the middle of the night, when he was sleeping, maybe.
No, I was still.
All right. Well. Bill is here. Why don't we talk to him and hear what he has to say about his potential mother-in-law? Let's bring on Bill. Hi, Bill.
Bill's dressed today. This is dressed up for Bill.
That's
Really?
right. This isn't me at all.
So, Bill, I understand you didn't give her the best first impression when you first met her.
No, I was passed out on the couch.
Really?
Yeah.
And that was the day you quit drinking? Or the day before you quit drinking?
No, I drank for a little while after that, and yeah, it was a
couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
It was a couple weeks. It wasn't very long.
What is it like for you with your future mother-in-law?
I don't know. I hear one thing from Melinda, and then I don't know. I just need to know, like, how do you really feel? You say
I don't dislike you. I don't hate you. Nothing like that. You know, you're.
Oh, that's good.
No, I don't. I seriously don't have a problem with him just being a person. He's a nice guy. It's how you raise Jason.
How's that?
You're too stern. I don't see any affection. If I saw some affection,
He shows affection.
I show affection.
I don't see it. I don't see any. I don't see any.
I show it.
I know he loves you. I mean, he really adores.
He loves Bill
Yeah.
enough to ask Bill if he could call him Dad.
I know. He loves
never
Bill.
asked me.
I don't see Bill showing him that affection.
Oh, I do.
Besides-
You're not around all the time.
See, I'm not around all the time anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, just a comment, Mom. When you're saying that he's too stern, are you saying that he hits
No,
the child?
he never.
There's no
I've never
hit
witnessed
my
it,
child.
and that not that kind of discipline. He's just
Like hard on him.
Kind of discipline.
on him 24/7.
Hi. What's on your mind?
Hi. Well, I was wondering, I mean, did you like people telling you how to raise your daughter?
Oh, I
Because
did
you're
have
trying to,
someone. Thank God. I
Okay.
did. My mother, and she helped
because
me.
I'm sure he doesn't appreciate you telling him how to raise her son.
Well, he hasn't told me that, so. But I don't tell him either.
Yeah,
it's
she
her
doesn't say-
son.
and
Well, so Melinda's in the middle here.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
what are you going to do, Melinda? Because clearly, I mean, if you do get married.
I love my mother, and she will always be my mother, and I will always have. She will always be there for the advice. But Bill is the one I want to spend the rest of my life with, and if he wants to be the father of my child, well, yes, I think he's a good dad, and I think that if he wants to step up to the plate, well, then yes, he should.
So, no matter what your mom thinks, you plan to get married someday?
Yes.
Would you like to get married today?
Yes, I would.
Well, look what we have over there! Whoa!
I say yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
All right, well, we have a wedding coming up, but also next, she says her mom's got her on lockdown 24/7, and she plans on breaking out today, but watch out, because this is one mom who's not letting her go without a fight. We'll be right back.
She's 15 years old. Where we live, it's not a bad neighborhood, but the girls mature faster there. And majority, I'm not going to say all because I don't want people getting mad at me, but a lot of them do drugs, drink, and have sex. You tell me the truth, you don't love singing?
Yeah, I do love singing, but when you force me to sing all the time, it gets on my nerves. I mean, I do want to go
But if I didn't get on your back, you wouldn't sing. You wouldn't practice as much as you do.
The maternal bond is one thing, but their moms have crazy glued themselves to them and they can't pry them off. Angela says her mom controls her every move and she is at her wit's end. You say she won't even let you go to the bathroom.
Well, she lets me go to the bathroom, but
she knows when.
Yeah, she just tells me what to do, and she actually bought me a cell phone to know where I'm at and what I'm doing, and she tells me when I have to be home at this time. I mean, I'm 15. I know I'm still a teenager.
Yeah, she looks old for 15, huh?
And,
Isn't it her job as a mother when you're 15 years old for her to be all in your business? You guys saw that commercial, right? You know the commercial I'm talking about? They had that commercial at that PSA where I hated you.
I know,
you were horrible. You didn't let up on me. You did. Thank you. At the end, they say thank you.
I know, but I feel like a prisoner. She never lets me out. The only time I go out is to either go to work or to go to school. I mean, it's not fair. I should live as a person, not as a prisoner in my own house, you know?
So what is it you want to say to your mom?
I want to tell her back off, or when I'm 18, she's never going to see me again, and I'm putting her in home when she's old.
Oh, whoa, that's quite a threat. Let's meet your mom. Kathy, come on out. Hi, Kathy. That was quite a threat. Did you hear what she plans to do?
I ain't gonna get that old. Where's she gonna do it?
What do you want to say about the fact that you won't let her have any space or any chance to hang out with friends?
Well, she's 15 years old. Where we live, it's not a bad neighborhood, but the girls mature faster there. And majority, I'm not going to say all of them because I don't want people getting mad at me, but a lot of them do drugs, drink, and have sex. They think nowadays, not when we were, well, I'm older than you, when I was younger, oral sex was for when you were married. Kids nowadays think that's not sex. She ain't doing that. There ain't no way.
I never said I was going to do that. I never said that.
Well, I'm going to be safe.
I don't care. Hey. You don't trust me?
Yes,
but don't you think, Mom, that she might rebel because you are so strict? It might cause her to do the very thing that you're afraid she's going to do?
Well, I'll take that chance because she sings.
I know,
she sang the last time we were here.
Just because I go out doesn't mean I'm not going to sing.
Hello? See, she thinks she's all grown up, and she's still a baby, okay?
Yes,
I am grown up.
Are you a mother? No, so you're a daughter. What do you want to say?
Well, I basically feel that you're 15 years old. You still have a lot of growing up to do, and it seems like you want to be grown before your time. Your mother's only looking out for your best interest.
Thank you.
I know, but it doesn't mean she has to keep me in the house. It doesn't mean she has to keep me in the house.
I don't keep you in the house.
Yes, you do. You know
No,
you do.
I
Even
don't.
ask Kristen. She's my best friend. She won't even let me have a lot of friends.
Well, you
She's
have
my
a best friend.
Thank you, right?
Yes, hi.
Hi. To be honest, well, you ain't giving her no freedom now. What she is gonna do is, when she does get over, she's gonna take advantage of that and just go really loose.
She's had a boyfriend. She brought it was somebody that I liked. She had one boyfriend who was a loser. I made her break up with him because he was a loser. And I won't say his name, but the boyfriend that I liked, she broke up with because he was too nice.
But why are you making her choices? I mean,
why don't you mind your business? Talk to your Nobody's talking to you. I'm in a brawl right now, so don't get on me, all right?
Kathy, she is your business, I would
That's
imagine.
right.
Yes.
Has she given you any reason to keep her on such a short leash?
Good question. Yeah, what has she done to make you think you have to watch her like a hawk, like you do?
Maybe because I was a little wild when I was younger. And I know. Wait a minute. Shut up. No, and I got news for you. My daughter's 10 times better than I ever was, 10 times more beautiful. I think the world of her, you know?
And you don't want her to make any mistakes.
No, I don't. I'm trying. I can only try. That's all I can do is try. I'm not perfect, damn it. I'm not perfect.
Yes.
I think you guys need to be like friends. Maybe you guys need to go out together and get to know one another a little better.
We do go out. We went to karaoke. Excuse me?
Do you trust her? It seems like you don't even trust her.
I do trust her, but you know what? She's still young yet, and boys know how to go, oh, baby, baby, I love you. Am I right? Am I right?
We're going to take a break. I do believe we have a wedding up ahead. Amber and Sean, there's still no wedding with you guys, right? Just making sure.
No, ma'am.
All right. Have these moms taken their paternal roles to the extreme? We will find out right after this. Expert Ann Renee Testa. Okay, I know, Ann, you've got some advice. You always do. What do you have to say about? I feel for the moms. I really do, because they're caught between a rock and a hard place. What are they to do? They want to protect their kids, yet, you know, there's a fine line between meddling and looking out for them.
Well, you know what? They're seeing the results, though, Ricki, of what meddling does. I mean, mom number one, your son really can't stand up for himself. Why is that? Because you take over and you don't leave him alone. No. And as a result,
I'm gonna stand up for myself. I told everybody here, and I told her today.
No. You're talking to the mother of both of your children, your child. You are saying to her, "You've got to change for me." What is this? It's a two-way street.
I'm who I am.
Yeah, but Mom, I didn't hear one word of encouragement from you about your possible future daughter-in-law.
You won't hear one, not at this date.
Yeah.
You won't hear an encouraging word from me at this date.
Oh, I see. And you sit in judgment, right?
Well,
meanwhile,
like you're
your
sitting in
son
judgment
and
of me, right?
And the mother of your grandchild, if you will, they can't get along, and they keep on criticizing each other. If they don't get any encouragement, they're never going to make it. And you're the one that's going to do it. You're going to break them up.
All right. We have to move on. What about Chastity and her mom, Jody?
Jody, I know that you criticize your daughter. I know that. And I haven't seen your daughter smile once. I've been watching really carefully. She's a very unhappy woman. And she talks about working 40 hours, trying to be a mom. Leave her alone. Stop criticizing her. Let her have her own life. She deserves it.
But I mean, she's got a little baby that she's taking out with her at 11 o'clock at night with her friends. I mean, should mom just sit back and let her...
No, there was no friends involved in that. I went to the store.
We don't have much time. I'm wondering if you can talk to them at the end of the show. That would be great. Some overall advice for our last families. What would you say to them?
Well, guys, you got to let your son, you have to honor the fact, yes, he is gay. He's okay with it. He has a partner. He likes him. He likes his life. You should not make him quit his job and school, is my understanding. No way in hell. You shouldn't do that.
Thank you, Renee. Oh, what's that I hear? I think I hear wedding bells. Oh, boy, there's a wedding coming up when we come back. For being here today. I wish them all the best of luck with their mother-in-laws, with everybody. But speaking of mothers-in-law, mother-in-laws, we have Melinda and Bill about to take their wedding vows, and yet you chose to sit back here. Why?
They can do it on their own.
Really?
Yeah.
But do they have your blessing?
Yeah, I guess, because they're doing it.
Now that's heartfelt, Mom. Without further ado, Reverend Dick Weber, take it away.
Melinda and Bill, we're here to witness your marriage. This is a personal responsibility for which you are
responsible, personal decision. Life. You have chosen to marry because you belong not to each other, but with each other. Because you wish happiness for each other and strive to reach harmony. And because you will adjust to the needs of each other while remaining true to yourselves. Do you both promise to love and respect each other, to help and forgive each other, to instill hope through encouragement? Do you dedicate yourselves to each other in this marriage, through sickness and health, in good times and in bad? Through joy and sorrow, and do you promise to love and respect and care for each other for all the days you share?
I do.
Okay, well, have the rings, please. The promises you have made are eternal, but words are fleeting and their sound is soon gone, and therefore these rings